Body positivity movement, or the movement that is driven under the concept that our bodies are beautiful, it started from the fat acceptance movement in the early 1960s, and as the movement grew bigger and the social media became more popular and accessible, people began to spread their body love on social media. This was the start of the body positivity movement. There are a lot of meaning behind body positivity. It can mean accepting your appearance even if it is not perfect, building confidence toward oneself, and loving yourself more. Body positivity means everyone has a right to love themselves and their body, and also everyone deserves respect from others no matter what they look like.
Many of you might wonder why the positivity movement is used for mostly fat people and not people with deformities. The main reason behind this is judgments fat people perceive from others in a society. They do not judge people with a deformity, but they do judge people that are fat. For instance, imagine when the people see a fat person, they would either tease or laugh at them. However, these actions do not occur in people with deformities. In addition, more women were affected by this preoccupation with body image than men. This was already proven by a researcher which has found that there are much more widespread of American women who suffer from negative body image compared to men. Researchers have also found that even young children of age 8 or 9 can experience poor body image, but they can easily outgrow their worries. There are many causes of a negative body image like internal emotions or moods and judgment from other people. But one of the obvious causes is social media, which is when people compare themselves to others on the internet. Due to an unrealistic body type on social media, people started to pressure themselves to look a certain way based on an idealistic beauty standard. Another cause of negative body image is a parent's relationship with their own body. In other words, how a parent thinks about their own body can influence a child's thought about their body too. And it is so surprising to say that those thoughts about one's body can present in a 3 years old child.
When we talk about beauty standards, we think about beautiful models that we see on social media like Instagram. We know what beauty standards look like, and many of us want to meet those standards. But do we really know what beauty standards are? Let's take a look at its definition. The Bridgestone English community said that beauty standard is an expectation set by a society about how women need to fulfill certain standards to be labeled as beautiful. This sounds silly, I know, but it is a sad truth that a lot of women have been suffering for a long time, when in reality, we should not let society decide who is beautiful and who isn't. When I said this has been ongoing for a long time, I really mean it. The first time beauty standards were recognized was in the ancient Greece around 500 to 300 BC. We can see these ideas on the sculptures of women around that time period. Most of the women's sculptures tend to have fair skin and curvy bodies, but these standards changed as the time went by. It is like a trend, and people were having a hard time catching up with changes. The trend of being slim started during the 1960s when the model named Twiggy debuted in the States and became a center of attention. This skinny trend has been ongoing for a while, but things started to change when Kim Kardashian came into the spotlight. The idea of beauty shifted from being thin to being thick. Women are starting to want an hourglass body. People let society decide the definition of beautiful when in reality beauty comes in many forms. Instead of wishing to meet an unrealistic beauty standard, you should start to love yourself more because body positivity is the best look you can have. As we can see, social media or media in general plays a big role in beauty standard because it gives people more access to see what others look like. Today, people let what they see on social media influence their thought and lifestyle. They will start doing a heavy diet and exercise to achieve their body goals. Negative body image can lead to eating disorders and even depression because they will never feel that they were enough. This is a very toxic way of thinking because there is no such a thing as an ideal beauty standard.
Nowadays, we can't deny that social media did not influence us. Social media make a lot of impact on people, especially teenagers and young adults. Social media platforms that they use more often are Instagram and TikTok. Those two applications are shaping our concept of beauty. We are constantly consuming image posts online. For a long time, society have set their beauty standard, and most of those pictures online are pictures of American culture body standard. Those pictures have both positive and negative effects. For the positive effect, seeing a lot of those stunning images can be an inspiration for some people to start dieting and exercise in the right way. Dieting and exercise in the right amount is good for our health. But our main focus is on the negative effect. There are a lot of people who didn't have the Victoria's Secret body. Is it not wrong for people to not be satisfied with their body and want to change themselves to the better version? But there are a lot of people who take it too far. Some people might be dieting the wrong way. For instance, they might be starving themselves, eating cheap dangerous diet pills, or doing exercise too much. This image did not only affect the physical health, but also the mental health. Some can be depressed from only feeling that it isn't fair for them to not be as beautiful as the author. After that problem, some people start to make a move on this. There are new campaigns and hashtags pop up. For example, there is a song in TikTok by Skinner. The lyric is, "The body that looks like this also looks like this." Often when people are using this song, they will post a video or picture that they think is looking good, then a video of them sucking their stomach out or just relaxing their body. This is a trend to help make the author more secure with their body. Another example is in the Instagram. There is a hashtag called EFF Your Beauty Standard. This hashtag followed by pastime model and body positive advocate Tess Holiday. This hashtag has been used more than 678,000 times. It helps to build community and break down the wrong mindset of beauty by showcasing all body type. Also, there are a lot of influencers like Megan Trainor, Naomi Nicholas Williams, Kelly Brown, Mick Sasson, and many more. These people are loving their bodies, satisfying with what they are, feeling confident to post whatever they want. They are helping to encourage the author who is suffering with this problem. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, but not everyone can see it.
Having a negative body image can harm a person's confidence, relationship with friends or loved ones, academic performance, as well as his or her social and communicative skills. Having a negative body image can damage our self-esteem as well. An easy way to explain self-esteem is the extent to which you appreciate and like yourself. Self-esteem is mainly caused by judgment from others. A person usually loses their self-esteem when they have a bad body image towards themselves. Furthermore, negative body image can lead to very serious mental problems such as depression, anxiety, and eating disorders. But the severe form of poor body image is what we call dysmorphic disorder. This is a mental health disorder that a person cannot stop thinking about their flaws in their appearance. They take into consideration even minor flaws that are not even noticeable to others. People who suffer this mental disorder would likely to have plastic surgery.
The body positivity movement is the movement that makes all women accept who they are. It's created to allow women to embrace and love their natural bodies and lose shame. So the positive effect of this movement is all about the self-acceptance and not letting the physical appearance get you down. It also leads women to have better health in both physical and mental. However, this movement has some negatives which can put some pressure on women because it makes them to keep trying to feel good about their bodies. And some people will have a thought that everyone must learn to face self-esteem and understand the mental health. So this can lead some people to feel uncomfortable and have conflict with themselves.
The main argument for the opposing side of the modern positivity movement is that it has shifted in the meaning to promote the celebration of obesity. While the body positivity movement's message is very superb about being accepting and loving of your own skin and condition, there is a harmful side that aligns with it. People often take the message to the extreme extent and use the movement as a very way to excuse an unhealthy lifestyle and be body irresponsible because of it. People so often criticize how the modern body positivity movement doesn't really do a good job of representing other types of non-standardized bodies, like thin people and people with conditions. The opposing sides also mention that while yes, we all should have the freedom to choose to live the lifestyle we want, splitting a message encouraging obesity and other unhealthy lifestyle controversies is generally a terrible and a very harmful message. Perhaps the most universally agreed on argument of the opposing side is that being confident and positive about unhealthy body is counterproductive. Instead of accepting the unhealthy body as it is, we should seek for the improvement of our health and body, of what can be changed while still being fully confident. They address that negative feelings are normal experiences that happen in life, and we do not need to fake positivity in order for us to feel empowered. We can always acknowledge the imperfections and love the process of changing them for our sake. It is also important to notice that some of the opposition of this movement turn themselves into a bullier or a fat shamer, which wouldn't be a solution to anything.
We can solve the problems by educating both victims and opposition. It will educate differently because in victims it needs to be in a way that helps them to accept and overcome that situation. While the bullier going to be about to stop the behavior in the beginning stage. Let's begin with the education of the opposition or bullier. If you want to stop bullying, it should be taught in school since everyone is a child. For instance, that school is the place where moral lies the beginning of people's lives, so education is crucial for preventing bullying. And according to the National Center of Education, there are more than 20% of students reported being bullied in 2016. So give some examples of educating from minimal ways. The very important is to teach kindness and empathy. Every student should feel the perspective of the person who got bullied that is very stressful and can lead to anxiety or depression. This way allows students to understand others and everything around them. And they also should practice when they face the problems and get through them, because this can help students to work with others without having bad thoughts in their brains when they are not satisfied. On the other hand, if we cannot solve problems in the bully, then the victims have to learn how to deal with those things, but we can help them also. So to encourage your body image, treat your body with respect. This is so important because if you do not respect your body, then how can others respect yours? Every single thing can happen from yourself first. Surrounding yourself with positive people is also helpful too, as they will make you see your worth and how important you are. And try to not care for others more than yourself. Don't mind what others think or say to you.